Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome to another video by me, Beyond Dash. Okay, so guys, Jupiter isn't going into Cancer on the 21st of June, and can you believe it, guys? It's going to be on the day of the solstice, the summer solstice. Can you believe it? So the energies are now shifting, the energies are now changing. So last time Jupiter was in Cancer was in 2013 to 2014. And the planets were very different then because we had Pluto in Capricorn, we have Saturn in Scorpio. Those are the two main things that stick out for me. As you guys can tell, I got a bit of a cold. I got a blocked up nose. I caught it from my daughter, my baby daughter. So, yeah. And also, me saying it, it's very family. So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, Jupiter's going to Cancer on the day of the summer solstice. So, what does it mean? So, Jupiter being in Cancer, because Cancer is like the mother of the zodiac, it's very caring. So this is a time where a lot of people are going to be like creating like and building like a sort of like safe haven or like a safe home. This is a time where relationships are going to be changing from like fast and fiery, lots of communication from Gemini to be a bit more caring, more nurturing. This is the time where a lot of us are going to be feeling much more security conscious. We're going to be more sensitive. I feel that a lot of us will be prioritizing our family more. There could be a lot more changes within the home structure as well. I feel that some people might be learning and teaching more about like the family life, our lineage, being again more sensitive, having a bit more compassion, more empathy. We're gonna be feeling a deeper sense of connection, and especially to the past. It's a time that we're gonna be showing our emotions and being a bit more loving. Um, yes, we're gonna be there's when I say security conscious, I feel that it's definitely financial, and it could be wanted to create like a financial legacy for the family, not just for the self, but for yes for the self, but also for the family. We want it to go off, go far, far away to like the next family that come up. So yeah, that's like something like the positive that's gonna come with this. Um I mean, obviously, guys, you could go back another 12 years when Jupiter was in Cancer and see what happened then. Um, but yeah, but the one that does stick out for me was 2013, 2014. And the thing is, I'm Cancer rising, and I actually really enjoyed it. I felt it was really nice. I felt that um, I actually had my first child then. Well, had my first child when Jupiter was in Taurus, but my first child actually turned one. And I just felt really nice at home, taking care of my daughter. You know, I felt secure. Even money wise, it felt very like, quite secure. Social media also took off as well because we also had Uranus that was in Aries and the whole Instagram thing. So I was taking loads and loads of selfies, guys. What else happened 12 years ago? You had like new films like Avatar and um, yeah, new things that came up. Like music wise, wasn't really saying anything because I've said it before. The 2010s was like the era of yeah, I felt like it was more of the era of like the lost type of great music, should I say. So music wise was okay, but it did feel like the energies did feel different. It felt a little bit more like secure and things were slowing down a little bit, but it just felt like it was time to really focus on family and tradition and all of that, the negative side that could come with this is that cancers can be very when they get angry, they can really hold their anger in and they can really rile it off to the person that they're not really angry at. They can be very much passive aggressive. They can be stuck. They could be like stuck in the past. They could like forget certain things that they did to someone else, because it's like emotional forgetfulness, guys. They could be traditional, but also like this is the way it has to be because this is how we always know. So I think if you know any cancers or anyone with planets in Cancer, they can have these traits. Me personally, with the Cancer rising, I don't feel like I'm like that at all. But anyway, you never know. But yeah, I can be very much like security conscious. I can be very much like family and family orientated, and what is something cozy, what is nice food, because this transit I feel is going to be bringing a lot of people wanting to like bring that sort of like food fest back, like cooking more and sitting down at the table eating, like the dads at the head, the mums at the other side. I can see a lot more families also getting together. I could also see with this like families are going to grow, they're going to be bigger. I can see that a lot more. There can be people. Yes, there can be a lot more people having kids, but you know, moving in with like parents moving in, people getting together with their parents a lot more. Remember, this is like a moon Jupiter, so it's going to be emotional. Things can definitely be very up and down. So we just have to really, you know, take our time. A lot of us can definitely be in our feelings as well. So yeah, but one another thing I'm gonna say before I go on to the signs, guys, is that self-care is gonna be very important. Um, cancers are definitely known to take care of their self first. There's nothing wrong in it, because in order for them to be like the best mum or dad, they have to take care of the self first. So I feel that taking care of ourselves is going to be of great importance, guys. Like taking care of ourselves emotionally, physically, and health, and you know, mentally. Um, I feel that people, in terms of like fitness and health, people will be doing a lot more of like water sports, a lot of walking. Like the workout won't be as fast paced. It'll be more like slow, taking our time, working with our energies, working when we can. I feel a lot more people will be working from home as well. That'll be like a big priority. But also moving. I feel a lot of us will be moving. I feel a lot more conversations can also be said and spoken about as well. Um, like I said, there's some negative things that can come with this. You know, like I said, like we should try not to hold, like obviously it's not gonna be easy, like you know, holding grudges, because this is the time where a lot of us, if we don't agree with someone else's tradition, or you know, these things, there could be a lot of like holding grudges, long grudges as well. They don't, people won't forget things. I feel that also people could be sort of like stuck and also lost in the past, be longing for people from the past to come into their lives, even if they're not good for them. I can see a lot of overeating as well. I'm guilty of that. Yeah, a lot of people could like be eating more of their emotions, and that's something we definitely have to be very mindful of, because the Jupiter is in the sixth house to Cancer, so we could definitely overindulge, overeat. But are we actually hungry? You know, how are we actually feeling? There's a time we have to really tap in to what we're actually feeling, you know? So, yeah, we have to be very mindful of that. So, I pulled out a card, guys. Uh, the card for this transit is the Sun card. So, this card is showing me, it's a Leo card. This card is actually showing me that things will be coming out to light, whether we like it or not. Things, there's gonna be like an illumination of things, feelings, people, and places that we come into light. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be in a bad way. I think that there's some people who definitely will be in our feelings, but I think that this card is showing me that it's time to sort of like move forward, because we're gonna be in a nine energy as well. The nine energy is also like the ending of a cycle, so yeah, the sun kind of show that, sort of like get your ducks in a row, get things, okay, get things in order, but also don't be afraid to like put things out there, put things into light, because the worst thing is that we're just holding on to things. And this is also a card that is about positivity, freedom, good luck, um, and being about self expression. So I feel that this is a time, also, it's to do with children too, pregnancy, children. So, like I said, these are the themes that could be coming up. So I feel even though it's a deep emotional time, there could be lots of tears, lots of tantrums, and lots of, again, holding grudges, all those, the shadow side of these things. But, it's a time of positivity as well. We are going through a new way, realm of emotions and living. So, yeah, this is actually a really nice card for this Jupiter in Cancer, guys. And I feel that, it's like it's also saying that, things that are in the dark will come to light. And there's no, I feel like there's no time like the present. Like, even if it's like, if you're having, like, if you're getting together with family and the conversations are a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit hard, this card is just saying now's the time to say it, now's the time to get together, have like some nice food, have like nice wine, get the family together and air your differences out. Even if people are feeling in their feelings and they feel uncomfortable or they don't want to talk about it, let's do it for another time. It's kind of saying no, now's this time. um because I do feel that, um again, people will come together with their family or people they consider family, and things will be said, things will be ironed out because they actually need to. When I looked at the transits for this, you got the moon, which is in Taurus, which is actually going to be stabilizing this, and it's going to be sextiling it. And I feel that it's actually really great because I feel that, of course, we're going to be feeling very much watery time, but the moon in Taurus actually is exalted. It actually feels good. It will help ground, it will help us sort of like speak our truth. We're going to be very much be focusing on that security conscious and everything, but it does feel like things will be said because they need to be said. Things will be done because they need to be done. We'll be doing it in a slow way, but we're gonna get it done. Do you know what I mean? And it does also sextile Mars, which is gonna be in Virgo. So this is another thing. This is great when it comes to our when it comes to like our drive and our focus and energy. So yeah, with its sextile in Mars in Virgo, it's like, okay, we can sort of like get down to what we need to get down to doing. We're gonna be a bit more focused. We're gonna be as honest and as open as we can. So these two energies are really actually good for a lot of the energies is in the 12th house. The 12th house has got where is it? In the 12th house has got Sagittarius there. So there's gonna be things that are like sort of like underlying. We've got Venus in Taurus, which is really good for this as well. Um we've got Uranus obviously in Taurus. Uranus can be at last degree, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of energies that are like sort of like bubbling under the surface for this, but it also will be coming out. So I mean, I personally am looking forward to seeing what happens during Jupiter being in Cancer, because obviously that the last time was very different. But like I said, there's going to be some like stabilizing influences that will happen with this. Also Saturn, let's not forget Saturn will be in Aries, so will Neptune. So there's going to be like the square that's going to be happening with this. Um, so that could, that's going to be a bit of a massive turnaround that's going to happen when it concerning like our faith in like I'm gonna say humanity. There's definitely gonna be our faith in humanity. It's going to be testing our faith as well. It's going to be reconstructing certain aspects when it comes to like government and law, and even like when it comes to like when it comes to traditions as well. But that'll be for another video. But yeah, that's gonna be another big one, the square to Saturn and Neptune. It's never happened before in our lifetime, guys. And they will also be conjuncting each other during this. So it's gonna be a big one. I will be bringing out a Saturn Neptune video in Aries. I'm not going to do it separately. I'll just do them both together. So listen out for that. But yeah, that's my 2 cents worth on Jupiter in Cancer. And let's get to the signs. So let's start off with Aries. So Aries, Jupiter being in Cancer is going to be in your 4th house. And Jupiter also rules your 9th and 12th house. So what can we expect for the whole year? Well, you're going to be star of the show to a point because we're going to have the Jupiter square Saturn, and Saturn's going to be in your sign, and Neptune's going to be in your sign. So you're going for like this sort of life change, and I feel some of you can be quite focused a lot, of course, on family and home. Themes to do with your past can come up, but also because it also involves like your 9th and 12th house. Some of you may be retreating a lot more. There could be new additions to families. You could be moving home. Some of you could move to another country that you call home. It could be like a family home. Uh, Definitely, I feel that some of you are going to be learning a lot more because I feel that some of you are going to be at home more, but you're going to be learning a lot more. Like, of course, like there could be like the expansion of the mind about home, but this could also be to do with like decorating, making your house a bit more homely. If you've bought a home, you may definitely want to make it a home. If you have new additions to the family, there could be people moving in. It could be brothers or sisters. It could be your parents as well. You could be looking after your parents. I feel that a lot of you are going to be learning a lot more about your lineage. You're learning a lot more about, your roots, your past as well. This is a time that is to really try to connect more with family. If you've been working really hard, if you've been not like really grounding yourself or connecting to yourself, I feel that this time will be like a new time for it. Also, I do feel because Saturn is in your sign, so is Neptune. You're going through a physical life change, and I'm picking up the feeling like home is definitely where the heart is for you. So yes, it can be an emotional time, but you're going to learn a hell of a lot. The card that you have is the Hermit card. And, obviously, again, feel free to come back to this message. The Hermit card is a Virgo card. It's very much a card about being within. Yes, I feel some of you are going to be doing some form of work because, you like being busy, but you're going to be retreating a lot more. You're going to be trying to rest a lot more. You're going to be like talking more. If you've got children, talking more with your partner, like communication is going to be very big now. I feel like you want your life to just slow down just a little bit because it's like you're connecting to the earth. You're connecting more to family, and you're learning a lot. I feel this card is also saying to me, some of you are going to be finding out certain secrets as well. Um, could be good, could be bad, who knows? But I feel that there's going to be some revelations that's going to come up during this Jupiter in Cancer time. So even though it does square you, you're still going for a huge life-changing moment now, Aries. I feel that you're going to look at this Jupiter in Cancer not the same, um, but yeah, there's a lot you're going to be learning and communicating, but also feeling as well. Um, yeah, it's very much an emotional time, very much an emotional time. So yes, feel free to let me know how this goes for you, Aries. You, like all the other cardinal signs, are going to be feeling this big time. So yeah, that's what the Hermit card is saying to me. But yeah, another thing, I feel that some of you are going to try to concentrate on things. You're going to try your hard to concentrate on things, but it's about connecting. You have to listen to what's going on with inside. So yeah, busy time, very emotional. Hey Taurus, how are you? You, like Virgo, Pisces, and Scorpio, are really going to benefit from this, because this is in your this is in your third house. And Jupiter in Cancer also rules your yes, it rules your 11th, and it also rules your 8th house. So themes that can come up for this for the whole year, yeah, is you're going to benefit from this, okay, but it's not going to be without its drama. But it's not going to be as dramatic as the cardinal sign. So for you, Taurus, you're going to be, busy when it comes to general communication, social media, journaling, writing, speaking, all of that, hanging out with friends, making new friends. The fact that Jupiter also rules your 11th house, it could be a massive expansion on making new friends with people. When Jupiter was in your sign, Taurus, like 2 years ago, did that happen? That'll be very interesting. If it didn't happen, you could find that you can make friends with people now. They'll be like your tribe, your group. And I do feel that some of you will be changing jobs as well. The fact that Saturn at the time of being like your 12th house, just for a bit, you're going to be, you may be feeling like, deep emotional, but very much in yourself, in your feelings, but you're also going to be very busy. But Jupiter in Capricorn and Cancer will be bringing out some energies of you, um, doing some work, so I feel for you, Tauruses, if you are, also, let's be honest, that Pluto is going to be in your 10th house. So I feel that if you are going to be changing jobs or wanting to change job, this is a great time to be doing it. This is a time for you, Tauruses, to write down what you want. Either it's manifestation, but you have to believe it as well, because Jupiter in your third house is a very emotional, mentally, emotionally. So I'm picking up, you have to believe, but you also have to write what you want. I can see many Tauruses definitely working for themselves, or you could be working in a group. There can be, it can be bringing a new form of finance for you. If you're like in a relationship partnership, your finances can definitely change. But obviously, there might be a bit of a desperation for some of you to like really, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, because like I need to make my finances be on point. And so just try and not calm down, but just try and take breaths, because this can bring up, there can be a bit of a desperation for you guys to be doing everything because you want your finances to be on point. But I feel that your finances are going to be, excuse the noise, I feel that your finances are going to be quite stable under this, but it can bring up fears and deep insecurities. And, you know, but yeah, I think if some of you who are single, there could be a new like romance happening as well. But this feels very light, but it's also very emotional. The card you got is a Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, Taurus, it's emotional. It's quite a striking card. I feel that for some of you Tauruses, that this card is saying that, again, have your wits about you, but also make sure that you leave no stone unturned, because there could be so much. I feel that some of you are going to be doing so much that there could be certain things that are, again, this there could be like some of the stones could be unturned. So trust your instincts. I feel that some of you, because it rules your 11th house as well, you could be looking to friends for like advice, and nothing wrong in that. But I feel that some of you can trust your instincts, because a lot of you can be extremely successful under this, because you've got other things that's going on planet wise. But you know who your people are, and also, but definitely trust your instincts, because there can be some things that come up during this transit, that there's certain people that are in your life that haven't got your best interests at heart. So yes, whenever you see the Ten of Swords, it's just very much like a stabbing in the back thing, and that could be a thing as well. But yes, have your wits about you, trust your instincts, but also know who to trust, and keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, type of thing as well. And yeah, loads of opportunities coming for a lot of you Tauruses, and it'll be very interesting to hear. Hey Gemini, how are you? So Jupiter is going to be out of your sign. When I'm doing this, Jupiter's in your sign, but Jupiter's going to be out of your sign, and this is going to be in your second house. Jupiter also rules your seventh, and it also rules your 10th. So what this can be for you Geminis is, some of you may actually be quite relieved, because when Jupiter was in your sign, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you gained opportunities. It was very busy. There's a lot going on here, there, and everywhere. This business, that business, this contracts, all of that. Learning, reading books. But now it's going to be hitting like your second house. So this can be an expansion of money, finances. This second house is also about what you're eating. So some of you may be eating more, maybe doing more culinary work, cooking more, tasting different types of dishes. Some of these dishes could be from childhood. Some of you may decide that you want to like start baking, and having, have a garden. This can be a business time, so business can flourish if you've got like a little business going on. This could be a change of career. Obviously, when a change of career comes, also money changes too. This can see some of you investing more in your like property, but investing more in, I'm picking up side hustles, but I can see a lot of you investing more in your relationships. When you invest in your relationships, things tend to change on the outside. It changes within it changes within your work life. It changes within your home life. It also changes how you are when it comes to seeing yourself. So the second house is also about self-worth. So when you have money, it changes things, but when we have like a solid life, things even get better. So I can see a lot of you definitely, this your relationships, and your career will be changing. Um, because this is like next door to you. There's not going to be so much drama at all, Geminis, for you. Some of you may just be plodding along and just stacking your chips and saving bonds, stocks, all of that kind of things. But I think that if you are going to be changing your career, it is definitely to do with like, if you're earning enough, you're not earning enough. Some of you maybe wanted just to invent a new career too. So the card that you have, Gemini, is the Six of Cups, which is actually lovely, because this card is about the past. This card is very nostalgic. So some of you could be, also this is about like a love, in a way, like a love relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you started to do like some type of like investment, because it's going to be helping with your relationships. There's something that's going to be coming up for you to be looking at as well. It could be a contract, it could be like a new position, a new job, could be a new love, it could be an old love as well. But you're investing in yourself very differently. The second house is about investments. Um, but I don't see a lot of you overspending this time. I see a lot of you being a little bit more cautious. And it could be because you're saving for a wedding. It could be because you're building like your career. So yeah, a lot of you, this card is also showing me a lot of you are going back. You're going back into, some of you is like what you know, because it's going to be helping for your future with your, finances, your relationship, but also your career. So it's a big turnaround for you. Hello, my Cancers. So how are you? So Jupiter's in your sign finally. For some of you, are again very relieved. Some of you may be thinking, "Oh, I don't want to go into the spotlight. I just want to chill with my family. I just want to eat nice cookies. I just want to chill. I want to build my business, my home business. I want to chill with my kids." Some of you are thinking, about time. Some of you are thinking, okay, let's go. So, it'll be very interesting to see how it went for you guys when it was in your 12th house, what you guys were up to, because now it's in your first house. Time for you guys to shine. The last time this was in your house was 2013, 14. And I actually remember, because I'm Cancer rising, so I actually remember it actually being really good. Obviously, Pluto was in Capricorn. Even when I'm doing this, it's still there, but it's coming out next week, thank God. But yeah, it was there was a lot of elements that were great. It was actually really nice. And Jupiter does well here. What can we say? So, and also last time we had, I think Saturn was in Scorpio as well. Yeah, so it's in a water sign again. Yeah, so yes, there could be some similar themes, but it's also going to be very different because when this happens, Pluto is going to be in your 8th house, no longer in your 7th. So you guys are going to be doing a lot of, some of you may be doing like heavy lifting, but some of you may be like really looking forward to going a little bit deeper. And, Jupiter ruling your 6th and your 9th house, because this rules like the physical, like the body, the outer appearance. There can be shifts and changes that happen here, Cancer. And, just going back to when Pluto's going to be in, when Pluto was in Capricorn, in your 7th house, the last time it happened, even previously, Pluto was in was in Sagittarius, which rules your 6th house. It's good to actually go back what happened then. But, 12 years ago when it was in Capricorn, your relationships were like in the spotlight. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you like had children, expanded your family, changed home, and got married, and it could have been breakups and makeups with that as well, because it put the spotlight on it. With Pluto now being in your 8th, it's going to put a spotlight on your inner self. So you guys are doing some deep transformation work now that Pluto's in your 8th or Jupiter's in your 1st. A lot of you are going to be I feel that some of you who, because Cancers in general, they are very much in their feelings, in their emotions, and some of you can and I'm guilty of this. I love chocolate. I think you guys know that I'm a chocolate feed. But sometimes when I eat too much, I have to ask myself, why am I eating so much? Do I actually feel for it, or do I just need, or is it just because I'm bored? Because you wake up in the morning, you've got a spot on your cheek. It's like, oh, but I love it, But I just now I know that I just have to know when to stop. It's not easy though, because chocolate in this country is nice. But yeah, so I think some of you, because this is your first house, you're going to do some transformation work. I feel some of you definitely will be transforming how you're eating, how you're seeing yourself, seeing your body. And with Jupiter ruling your 6th house as well, I see that a lot of you may be, taking up a new fitness regime, or may take up some type of regime to transform your whole body. And this will be great if some of you, if you guys are really into it, like reading up on like nutrition books, or do some form of like meditation and yoga. And it's not to say that you should be doing something really hardcore, but doing something that you've actually enjoyed doing. You can look back to the past and just incorporate it, because the 8th house is very much about transformation, looking at ourselves deeper, being honest with ourselves. And so if you may decide that you want to like take up like do some therapy work as well, delve deeper into your childhood. You know, yeah, I do see some of you doing some like form of getting a bit more spiritual as well, which is always good because it can actually help balance your emotions. Jupiter being your first also is about expansion of the body. So, you know, it's not to say that everyone, some of you may get pregnant, some of you may decide that you want to adopt or foster. You could be definitely additions to the family. Some of you could be moving home as well. Because Jupiter actually is really good here, it could actually see some of you getting a lot of benefits. And also with Pluto being your eighth house, there can be some benefits that you guys could come. So watch out for any like type of inheritance, some type of like a tax break or a tax return as well. Or yeah, definitely inheritance taxes. Even like your partners or your finances could really expand. Jupiter also being in your ninth is about publishing. So sorry, Cancers, I've got a cold. If some of you have, when it was in your 12th, decided that you wanted to, that was like doing like any type of work, like behind the scenes, like a blog or do some type of acting or spiritual work, anything like that. Because Jupiter rules your ninth, the ninth is also about, like I said, it's about publishing. Some of you may be bringing out a book, publishing like a series. It could be like a diary book. It could be like uh, yeah, I say diary book because a lot of you are quite private. You don't like to write down your thoughts, but you might decide to bring this out into the open. It could be definitely with mothers as well. So some of you could be doing something like that. Um, or it could be just your family. Some of you could be bringing like a baking book as well. I see a lot of things happening, but I'll talk about that later on. But yes, that's in like the video that I put up. But yeah, I can see a lot of I think a lot of things that you guys were doing. You're gonna be bringing them up, you know. So yeah, that's the baby crying Cancer. So yes. So yeah, sorry Cancer. That's the baby crying. Definitely family home and all that. Yeah, it's actually really telling because we talking about family and the baby cries. Anyway, so yes, I can see a lot of you like bringing some work out that you didn't have, that you were working behind the scenes. This is a great time for learning. This is a great time to be trying to structure yourself. This is a great time to be. Some of you might be a bit more strict with yourself. But yeah, I can see a lot of changes, like changes in the family, changes in the home, changes in your job, changes in your relationship. Be a lot more honesty happening with a lot of you cancers. So the card that you got is the Eight of Cups. So this card is about finding the self. This is the second cups card. I can see a lot of you also. This card is showing me it's like all what I said. I see that a lot of you are going to be finding yourself a bit more now. I think a lot of you are going to be finding, it could be finding what's lost, but they could also be some of you, because I also see like something from the past coming back. But it might be that you're finding something that you lost. So it could be like a lost relationship, but it could also be something that emotionally, something you've lost that you need to come back or that you need to walk away from. This is still an emotional time for a lot of you cancers, but I do see some of you leaving certain things. Could be through gritted teeth, but you're finding what you are looking for. You're finding like your calling, you're finding your niche, you're finding your people, you're finding your tribe, you're finding your mentor, you're finding something like the deeper meaning of life. So yeah, it's very much an interesting time. We're very interested to hear what you cancers are gonna have to say as well. Hey Leo, how are you? So Leo, this Jupiter in Cancer is going to be in your 12th house. So yeah, it's time for you to rest. It's time for you to rest. Jupiter also rules your 8th and it also rules your 5th house. So even though you're going to be resting, Leos, chilling or trying to chill, you can, still be quite busy. Cancer ruling your 12th house is a time that things are just moving a little bit more slower. We're tending more to our needs, other people's needs as well, but we're just not trying to run that rat race. Things are just easing down. With it ruling, but with you got like activating your eighth house, which is about shared resources, money and government loans, banks and inheritances. I can see some of you actually working on that. You could be working on paying off a debt, working on paying off, working on that. If you got like inheritance, it could be some underlying things that are happening that you're working through. It could be your partner's finances too. You could be doing some deep soul searching. You could be looking at really to release certain aspects and feelings and thoughts from your life. It could, the eighth house is very much an emotional house. So there could be some deep stuff that you could be doing, Leos. Things that no one else is going to see. Could be very much a psychic time. With also in your fifth house, I can see some of you like doing certain like projects. Your creative sign, the fifth house is like your house. So you definitely could be doing some creative projects. It could actually transform you in a deep way. Um, I can see some of you also, working on some like creative projects that you may you'll be ready to bring out when Jupiter enters your sign in 2026. But yeah, it's a time to be doing that. It's a time to be working on things that you're not ready to show the world yet. You could be uh, associating yourself with like secret groups. um, you could also be working on something brand new which actually enhances you, benefits you, again transforms you in a greater way. Um, but yeah, work with your energy because a lot of you can feel very tired. There's not a time to really be pushing yourself. It's a time to be trying to relax, taking it easy. But also, because you're a sign that likes to be busy, you definitely can be doing things. The card you have is the Three of Pentacles. So like things, there could be like some type of aid that's coming. The Three of Pentacles actually a very good card, a business card. All the Pentacles cards a business card. So when it says the Three of Pentacles, you could be getting together with three people. You could be associated with three people. You could be creating stuff with three people. You could be, some of you definitely could be making, Cancer is a sign that's about money. It's not so much like Capricorn, but I still see that some of you can make gains. You can definitely make, because Pluto's going to be in your sign, your seventh house. So some of you definitely can be making some type of business. And I feel that whatever you're going to be doing, it's going to be like a new business. But it's good to be working on it, taking your time. But I feel that there can be some help along the way as well. You don't have to do this on your own. But definitely work with your energy, Leos, because it's really a time to slow down. Hey Virgo, how are you? So Virgo, again, like I said, all the earth signs will benefit. This is in your 11th house. Yeah, friendships, new friends can come into your life, and but it also rules you. It also activates your fourth and your seventh house. So when we get this all together now, it's like I feel that some of you can make new friends. You could be associating yourself with certain groups and organizations. Some of you could be taken to the streets doing protest, humanitarianism work. I feel that people come into your life that feel like family. Okay, and um, I feel some of you will be moving away from certain people that's could be no longer aligned with you, but they could just not be your type of people anymore. You want to be around people that, and you can get a bit more close to these people. Virgo's not a sign that is that you have a lot of emotional, you don't really emote a lot because you're earth. But I feel that these people that you are going to be around, they're going to be very, they can actually help you to talk about certain things, talk about your feelings in a way, talk about things that are very passionate for you. With it ruling your fourth as well, definitely, um, your relationships will, fourth house is like, your home life, the past. So again, friends from the past can come back. You can meet people that remind you of certain people that you used to hang out with. But I do feel that some people from the past can be coming back. Um, and it may not be for you to like be friends with them, just like, there's certain things that need to be ironed out. But they could be your friends again, you never know. But it does feel like a bit of a like a passionate time I'm picking up, because it rules your seventh as well as like your relationship. So that how close you are in like relationship. You're. I feel some of you also could go into business with friends. There could be lots of drawing up like and signing new business contracts. Some of you who are single, you could meet someone in a friend group, you know. But I do feel that a lot of it's gonna be like family. It feels like a family orientated time. I feel like some of you are actually looking for your people, looking for your group, looking for your tribe. And this is like the perfect time to be doing it. Again, this is about gains. So I feel that if you're gonna be doing anything, Virgos, now's the time to do it. You are also gonna be aligning yourself with people that can actually help you. Yes, you can help them, but they can actually help you. Again, it feels very much like community and family as well. So the card that you got is a moon card, which is a Pisces card, which opposes you. And for me, even though this card is about, it could be like emotional instability, I feel that some of you may be feeling a little bit more open. Emotions can pour out. It can pour out in a group. It could be like a group. Um, when you do the therapy, I feel some of you maybe do some group therapy work. Um, but this card is also saying being in touch with not just the self but with others, and you're a sign that's very giving anyway. But I feel that emotionally, it's a time to be in touch with these types of people, these types of group and organizations, and I'm also picking up get to work, because sometimes when we're around friends and having fun, we can forget about what we're actually meant to be doing. So this card is saying to me, don't forget what you're about. Don't get tied up into that whole romanticizing things about friends. There's things that you need to put out. There's things that you need to do. If you're working on any type of project, whether it's creative or medical or to do with like your, um, if you're anything that you're working on, Virgo, basically, don't forget about it because it's gonna be very easy to. But yeah, very ambitious time. Hey Libra, how are you? How are you? So Libra, this Jupiter in Cancer in your fourth house, and no, sorry, it's your 10th house. How can I forget your 10th house? So some of you, before the 11th house, having fun, and sorry, 9th house, having fun, meeting up with people from different creeds and cultures. But now it's in your 10th. So it's time to get more serious with like your, your job, your career. But Jupiter also rules your third and your sixth house. So if we combine these all together, it's like I feel some of you are going to try and be as organized as you can. Try and know that there's going to be some changes within your career. Okay, there could definitely be this is going to be squaring you. So you like Capricorn and Aries, you're going to be feeling this. Even though it squares you, you can still make gains. So I see that some of you, they definitely are going to be changes within your career, whether it's you doing it or someone else is doing it. Changes are going to be changing, and it could be definitely expansion. So opportunities can arise, but you may have to put a lot of work in to it as well. I feel you're going to be finding your voice. So some of you who actually, because you Librans, you like to keep the peace. You want a peaceful life. But as you know, to have a peaceful life, you do have to say something. So ruling your third house, I feel that some of you may be finding your voice. So, you could definitely be promoted as a boss or, and also this also does bring some new money. So if you're going to be promoted, um, or it could be demoted, but I feel like some of you will be rising to that ladder. This can also be that you're going to be like saying what you think, saying what needs to be put right, wrongs to be put right. Some of you may be feeling a bit more mouthy. This is a time to be organized. If you are looking to change in your career, this is a time to be trying to be as organized as you can. With it ruling your sixth house, it's not easy because it can be ebbing flowing. But I feel that some of you are going to be putting a lot of effort into, being organized. This is the time to be looking at your, trying to be as healthy as you can. The 10th house is about status within your family and, you know, like your family life, but your status in general. It could, there could be changes within, like a new beginning, marriage, children, all of that as well. So I feel that some of you may be feeling very ambitious, like, I need to do this, I need to get that because I've got I've got family, my family's growing, or I want to move house. I feel that it's really good to speak into an existence as well. So if you want that certain job, if you want to, especially if you want to work for yourself, if you want, a change of career, um, it's a time to be as honest as you can. This is a time to be writing down what you want, writing down your skill set, updating your CV. Some of you definitely can move house as well. I feel some of you, I do actually feel that there's going to be lots of changes within Librans. Because when this happens, the nodes are not going to be in your sign, even though there's going to be eclipses in your seventh house. But I feel that there's going to be lots of like changes within like your personal life that's happening. Yes, your career, but I feel that a lot changing your personal. So I feel that some of you who are having these changes, you're going to be very ambitious to change. You want to upgrade yourself, and there's nothing wrong with doing it. You just have to be organized. And also, like I said, it's really good to write down as well. The card you got is the Four of Cups, very emotional card. Um, I feel that this is great to be. Some of you, I do feel that be working for yourself. So when you're working for yourself or by yourself, it's great to be planning what you would like, planning for your future. Um, the Four of Cups is also about there's gonna be things that will be given to you, but there can be some indecisiveness that can come with this. Four of Cups also, it's like Cancer card is, so it's like you a lot of you may need or want to be alone a lot more because there's lots of planning that needs to be done. And like I said, it could rule your sixth house as well. This is about trying to be as organized as you can. So but take your time. But know that the changes that will come, it can feel quite stressful, but sometimes we need to like rock that boat in order for things to happen. So yeah, a very, very busy time for you, Libra. Hey Scorpio, how are you? So Scorpio, you're gonna be benefiting from this because this Jupiter in Cancer is in your ninth house. Jupiter also rules your second and your fifth house. So this is a time where a lot of you Scorpios are gonna be, again, like most of you guys, very busy, making money, making business, making friends. This can bring like a new. The ninth house is about your expansion of the mind, so it can bring like a new understanding, a new awareness of not your surroundings, but also of what you would like to study. Something that's really passionate, something that's really close to your heart. This is the time to be doing it. Yes, it can bring in a new sense of an awareness, but a new sense of self worth. It can bring a lot of confidence, a lot of your self esteem can be very high as well, which is always good. Because this trines you, I feel that a lot of you can be very beneficial. A lot of you can be doing some traveling, long distance traveling, making new friends, meeting new people, being very inspired, being very creative. I can also see some of you spending a lot more money, spending money, but on something that is very sustainable. This is a time where some of you may be doing some type of writing, publishing, bringing out, it could be bringing out a book, bringing out a series, something to do with traveling as well. Um, some of you may actually want to stay close to home because it rules your second house, which is about what you eat. Great time to be studying like about nutrition or cooking, making new meals. If you guys are dating, this is a time where a lot of you will be dating. You'll be like the center of, in a way, center of attention. Having fun. Uh, as you can tell, my nose is very blocked, Scorpio, so I do apologize. I did apologize to Cancer actually, but yes, very busy time, Scorpions, to be learning a new language. It could be a language, a love language like French or even like Italian. Um, some of you will, I feel that some of you may be in demand as well with a new lover, or a friend can turn into a lover. You could be discovering a lot of things together too. It feels very much an exciting time, especially when you had the nodes that were going into your 6th and 12th house. Now it's out there. It's just like, okay, let's go. So yeah, if you got something that you're passionate about, whether it's food or anything to do with like culture, some of this may be definitely close to home as well, Scorpios. So the card you got is the Two of Wands. So this is showing me that you got a lot of not just support, but I think you got a lot going for you during this transit. You got a lot. It's a time where a lot of you are gonna, like I said, I think a lot of you will be traveling, but you might be going to like two destinations. I feel some of you may be traveling to see family as well. Learn a lot more about family. It could be like your lineage or learn about other people's creeds and cultures. And this Two of Wands is showing me that you got some decisions to make. You could be immigrating as well. Okay, it could be immigrating. It could be like moving closer to home as well. But you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot, just not just about people and places, but you're learning a lot about yourself. Again, for everyone, it's going to be an emotional time. But yeah, it's if you see the Two of Wands card is very much looking out, but you still got things that you're going to be doing. So you're going to be charging forth, you're going to be charging ahead. It's very much an impactful time to be learning about things that, new things, but things that are really close to home, Scorpios. So it's a time to enjoy it. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? So, Sagittarius, this is Jupiter in Cancer, and it's going to be in your 8th house. Okay, and because you're ruled by Jupiter like Pisces, wherever Jupiter goes, the energies change. So, because this rules your 8th house, you're going to be concentrating on your finances. Okay, and it's a it's a time that you're really going to be buckling down. Jupiter also rules your 4th house. So not only are you going to be doing work to do connected to your joint finances with your partner or anyone that you're sharing finances with, you're going to be investing more in a way to yourself, but investing in more into like the deeper aspects of yourself as well. Um, I'm seeing a lot of Sagittarius crying. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Jupiter in Cancer, but I feel that a lot of you are going to be. I'm also picking up owning land, owning owning aspects of yourself, but also I feel that a lot of people are going to be gaining money from this, and because you're ruled by Jupiter, you are one of them. And it's because you're being organized, you're sorting stuff out that needs to be sorted out. It's definitely connected to home. So it's like home is where the heart is. I can see some of you actually invested in a home, moving home. You're a movement sign anyway. You could be moving with your parents. Your parents could be moving in with you, but also you finding out a lot of secrets as well. So like you could be talking like to your grandparents or your parents, and they can be telling you certain things about what life was like for them, or what you were like yourself. And I feel a lot of you are going to be delving deep into this, Maybe because, Cancer is a sign that's very nostalgic. If I feel Sagittarius, if any stuff that comes up now, it's really great to talk about. It's really great to be doing some like deep research, and definitely it could be hiring a private investigator, or it's you working with a therapist, because fears could come up with this. Some of you may even fear that you haven't got enough. And it's funny because whenever this transit happens to a lot of signs, this sort of does come up. So you might be trying to, um, whether it's save or like solidify your assets, so that it's going to be beneficial to like your, if you've got a family, or it's time that you guys might be, buying like a new home, like a family home, because you want to secure, your family's legacy. But with this, secrets and fears do come up. So I feel that if this does happen, Sagittarius is really trying to, as honest as you are, a lot of you are not very deep emotionally, even though you are very sensitive. So I feel that this transit may be showing, maybe happening with that. And I feel that it will just bring things into fruition. I think that a lot of this will just make a lot of sense to you. So the card that you have is the Page of Cups. And a lot of people have got cups. This definitely could be to do with a young person. It actually could be you. It could be about your children. It could be about your past. It could be about your childhood. But there are things that are going to be spoken about, and things that are going to be talked about. I feel also that I'm also picking up there could be some drama, but the drama I feel could also be because things are not said and now they are said. So we have to go a bit deep, and it can feel uncomfortable. But I dare you to go there, Sagittarius. I dare you to do something that's outside. Like, you're a mutable sign, but do something out of your like emotional comfort zone, and you'll be very surprised what comes up. And this is what the Page of Cups is saying. So yeah, deep emotional time, but you're gonna be transformed. Trust and believe. Hey Capricorn, how are you? So Capricorn, you're gonna be feeling this like all the cardinal signs. This is in your seventh house, okay? So this is about your relationships, business and personal contracts as well. Um, Jupiter also rules your 12th house, and also rules your third. So it feels like crunch time. I mean, for you, Capricorns, look back what happened 12 years ago. What happened when Jupiter was in your seventh house, okay? Even look back when Jupiter was in your house. Don't know why I'm saying that, but just look, just see what happened then. Remember, when Jupiter was in your seventh house, Pluto was in your sign, and that was a time where you were being transformed. Okay, there was lots of deep energy that was going on. You're being transformed, and your relationship, like Cancer, did change. Some of you actually, got together with someone, or you married. Your status changed, your family, or it's a new job, but now, 12 years later, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius, which is your second house. So there's a different energy now. Saturn is in your third house. Okay, last time Saturn was in Scorpio, which is your 11th house. So different energies, but still. But yeah, this is your relationship sector. So I feel that the, this is saying that I was urging you to actually speak your truth. A lot of you, I feel, will be trying to be very busy. Like, you don't want to really confront things. You don't really want to rock the boat. You want, like, again, a peaceful life. But I think with this transit, it's going to be like you're going to be a bit more open. It could be open more emotionally, talking more, communicating more. And this doesn't just relationships, like business relationships as well. If you're not happy, you're going to be having to change things. You're going to have to open up, communicate, and say it. Um, Again, there's going to be lots of changes that are going to be happening because the planets are different. So, there's a deeper side that's coming up because Jupiter also rules your 12th. So there's like a deeper side, a long inside, there's things that are bubbling up for you to say. Um, Again, I feel that there are going to be there's going to be some changes within your relationship. even to yourself physically. I feel that whatever you're going to say or do, this is going to be very, it's like the weight is going to be off your shoulders. So, and also, like I said, this opposes you. So there can be some drama, there can be some stuff that comes up that you may not be willing to open up about, but it's like saying that no, you have to talk about it, you have to be honest with it too. um Again, this is a great time to be like, I feel that if there's any drama in your relationships, regardless of what it is, it's good to get like a mediator or do some therapy work, or do some like yoga or meditation, because this transit is bringing busy as well. um but it's also bringing like commitment, it's also bringing seriousness, it's also bringing being open emotionally, it's also bringing not brushing things under the carpet. So the card you got, the Nine of Cups, it's a good card because things are going to be working out for you. Some of you actually may fear that you're going to be alone, that you're just going to be one of those Capricorns that just work, 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 and no, it's this card is saying no. There's an ending, but it's also a new beginning that is happening as well. You just have to try not to be. I think some of you may be feeling fearing or even feeling a little bit scared. Nothing to worry about, Capricorns. It's a new energy, there's new planets that are happening with this. So yeah, the Nine of Cups is a great card for you. It's actually the Jupiter and Pisces card. So, and also, like I said, it does rule your third house. So, I feel that whatever you say, things are gonna be different. If you don't say it, things will just stay the same. So yeah, it's a big crunch time for your relationships, Capricorn. But yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? So, Aquarius, this Jupiter in Cancer is in your sixth house of health, wellness, pets, employment. And Jupiter also rules your third, and it also rules your 11th house. So, what this is giving me and showing me for a lot of you Aquarius is that it's time to be organized, time to take care of ourselves. This is sort of like, it's not even crunch time, it's just like, now's that time. With Cancer ruling your sixth house, a lot of you could like sort of veer off into like routines. So you may have really good intentions and then it just falls by the wayside, whether you're busy, whether you've got like groups or meetings to attend, or a lot of you can, put your hand in the cookie jar type of thing, nothing wrong in it, but you may have good intentions and it just like something just gets in the way, whether it's your head or whether it's your or busyness. But you're going to be looking at your like health and wellness, what you're eating. This is the time to be starting like a new workout regime. Doesn't have to be anything hard. It could be swimming, it could be walking. The sixth house is also the mental health. So you might be feeling very emotional because Pluto's in your sign when this happens. Last time Pluto was in your 12th house. So the energies were very different. It was probably like dark and murky last time, but now it's like it's in your first house. So you're willing, I feel some of you are willing and wanting to transform. So now's that time. Try and be as organized as you can. This is a great time to be like cooking, looking up new meals. The internet is your friend. So if you want to be making baking or cooking different foods, it's a great time to be doing it. The second house is also about what you're eating. So, I feel that some of you may be a bit more open to like try different foods or different restaurants, um, investing more. So you could definitely be spending money, which is connected to your health. Whether it's joining a new gym, doing something very avant-garde as well. You could be like, do you don't know, some type of different type of yoga, or um, joining like a group with like certain people who are like feeling like the same as you. Second house is about your self-worth. So I feel that whatever you're going to be invested in, this will benefit you, your health in like the long run. It's a time to really take care of your mental health too. You definitely can be very busy. Like there's gonna be changes in your work. I feel some of you may actually leave your work because you're not feeling it. You're not feeling like this sort of like family thing. You're not feeling like community. So you might start up your own thing. If you're not going to leave your work, there could be changes in the whole job sphere as well. um if you watch my other video, I did do a Pluto and Aquarius video through the houses, and the sixth house is Cancer, and the sixth house also rules like there's going to be change, maybe more care when it comes to work. So I feel that some of you may be prioritizing your self-care more. You don't want to go on that rat race. You don't want to be, you're busy, but you don't want to be too busy. You want to really take care of like your mental, physical, and emotional self. So I feel that a lot of you will be like spending money and investing more in it. You could be definitely working from home. You may decide you no longer want to work with too much people, too much noise. I just want to be, be a bit more grounded in an emotional way. So the card you got is a Page of Swords, and for me, this card is showing me that whenever we see like the swords, it is a card that is of like communication. It could be like young communication, could be like young energy, but I feel that definitely you guys are ready and charging forth. You're not going to be messing around now. You're not going to be backing and forthing. It's just like, no, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. So I feel this is about, could this card is also about knowledge, new ideas, curiosity. Sorry. So I feel that if you are going to be doing anything new, whether it's a new employment, new job, or you want to like discover new things when it's concerning like health and wellness, this card is saying like, go for it. This is very much a creative time as well. So I feel that your curiosity and your knowledge is going to be definitely expanded, and with your sixth house being activated and your second and your 11th, it definitely can be within a group. I feel that there's certain people that are going to come into your life, Aquarius, that will just open up your mind, and you'll be like, wow, and they also will feel like family as well. So I feel that there's going to be lots of new things that will come into your life with this. I feel that you're going to find a way to be a bit more organized. This is a time to be organized, that actually suits you, but you're going to learn so much during this transit. And last but not least, my Pisces. How are you, Pisces? So this Jupiter in Cancer is in your fifth house, and you're ruled by Jupiter, co-ruled. Jupiter also rules your 10th house. So Cancer, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Look at what happened 12 years ago, because the last time we had Jupiter was in Cancer, you had Saturn, which was in Scorpio, and Pluto was in your 11th. So it's like 5th and 11th house action going on. So fifth and ninth house, sorry, ninth and 11th house. So now it's Saturn's in your sign. So with this trining you, this is such a great time, Pisces. Really go for it. I think with Saturn restricting you, whether it's restricting you, but it's also making you be it's also calling you to action. It's also calling you to like, get the work done. It's the time that it's about time, get your creativity going. Saturn's coming out of your sign in like 2026. So you still got time. But I feel that it's time to still work on anything creative. If you're an artist, if you're a painter or drawer or writer, singer, actor, some of you may be actually bringing this out now. And you got the nodes. Forgot the nodes. The nodes are in your sign. You got Neptune there as well. So you're going to be on a roll. Again, I feel some of you may be a star of attention, because this is the fifth house, which is the house of fun and pleasure. Not just creativity, about pleasure as well, and also fitness. So you could actually see yourself transforming, because Saturn's in your sign. When you're transforming your body, I feel a lot of you are going to be a bit more, not just creative, but a bit more energy. Have a bit more energy. Have a bit more those pizzazz. I feel a lot of you will be changing up your hair. Whether you might grow it, you'll grow, or you'll cut it, you'll dye it and change it. But obviously we're dealing with Cancer here, so it's obviously has to do how you feel. So your passions are growing. How you feel is going to be growing. I feel that you're going to be feeling you want something a little bit different. And with it ruling, Jupiter ruling you as well, like curiosity and energy, everything's going to be really flowing for you. And because it's ruling your 10th house as well, like your career can change, like your whole status is going to be changing, Pisces. It does feel like an exciting time. This is going to be until like 2026, and Saturn is going to be in your second house. But you know, we've got the Saturn Neptune thing going on, so there's going to be more of a different type of Pisces that is coming on. Your energy, your creativity is all going to be changing. Like I said, I feel some of you are going to be bringing certain creative projects out. I do feel some of you could also, again, like everyone else, like money can flow. um you may find that you're spending a lot. You could be spending a lot more on like your creative passions, painting and drawing. Be mindful of overspending, because it is a time that we can just overspend, and next thing you know, I've got nothing for a rainy day. This is a house of gambling. So try and be wise with it. But Pisces, it's such an exciting time for you. Um, because with Saturn being in your sign, you don't see like the benefits until it goes into the second sign. So I do feel also, if you are working on anything that's like your passion project, still keep doing it. The card you got is the Ace of Swords. Brilliant card. This is a card of like for writers, for speakers, people putting certain things out on the internet, whether even blogging as well, vlogging. So, like I said, Pisces, if you are, this card is saying, like, keep doing it, keep, getting your message out there, keep putting, like, I feel some of you are actually putting your work out there and it's not getting any traction or anything. This card is saying, keep going, because there is going to be someone or people that are listening that want to hear what you have to say, that want to work, who want to invest with you, want to be creative with you. This is a card of business card as well. So some of you can go into business. Some of you also can create a new career. So yeah, go for it, Pisces. It's a very exciting time. Very, very exciting. So guys, that was it. This is the Jupiter in Cancer for all of the signs. Thank you very much for listening, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know. Um, Obviously, listen. You can come back and listen to this video when it actually goes into Cancer. Uh, but yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts and feelings. Come back to it. Share it with your friends, family, even your pets. And yeah, let me know what you think. And once again, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for my new subscribers and my subscribers. And yeah, thank you. Take care. Bye.